Hi, Jessica.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Is it Jaden?
Yeah,
Okay. Hi.
doing good. Yeah, how are you feeling going into your exam?
I'm nervous.
Normal. All right, cool. What do you do for work right now?
I'm a student at the university. I graduate in 3 weeks, and I'm just working part-time as a remote personal assistant. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Well, congrats on being so close to graduation. Excited for you.
Thank you.
So how have role plays been going?
I've been kicking ass. I've been taking in tier three, I was taking like 48, like 15-minute. I was doing speed rounds with the girls. And then this last week, I probably did like 18 full role plays. So
Oh, wow.
I have the script down and I am
Okay.
pretty confident.
Well, I think let's just get to it. Um, we are, yeah, just regular sales call simulator. If you have coaching questions, we save those for the end. But before we get started, do you have any last minute questions?
No.
Okay, cool. Whenever you're ready.
Are we gonna record it?
It is recorded, yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. Hi, is this Jaden?
Hi, yes, it is.
Hi, Jaden. This is Jessica. How's your week going so far?
It's going really good. How about you?
It's going great. It's Friday. We got the whole weekend to ourselves. Well, cool. I'm really excited to chat. First, let me know what's your 30-second elevator pitch? Like, who's Jaden? What made you hop on this call today?
Yeah, so currently I am 23. I'm a Pilates instructor part-time. I've been doing that for about 2 years now. I really enjoy it. I love working with my clients. I just kind of want to be in something that makes me more money.
Yes, we do want to level up our lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
I love that. So you're really into fitness and health for Pilates.
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. Well, we have a limited amount of time. Is it cool we just jump right in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So on these calls, I just want to get to know you more, see what experience you have, and if you and Shelby would be a good fit for the community. If you are, that's great. We can walk you through the next steps. If not, no worries. I can connect you with someone in our community or offer tasks for you to work on. Does that sound good?
That sounds perfect.
Okay, perfect. So tell me more about like what made you want to like hop on this call? Was it a specific post that you saw about Shelby, or have you been following her for a while now?
I would say mainly it was the testimonials I saw, but I've been following her for I don't know, a few months. I love her like knowledge around sales and yeah, just wanted to learn more.
Okay. So you saw those testimonials in that pink Rolls Royce with her singing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what got me too. I love that. Her content is great. Um, so tell me more about like this, like you wanting to make more money right
hmm Yeah, I'm just really wanting to make more money so I can have my own finances that I can rely on. Like for the most part, I'm able to take care of myself, but sometimes I'm just relying on my boyfriend, which is all great that he's able to support me, but I think really long term, I'd want to have like a solid foundation for myself.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And I'm so glad that you're here right now trying to figure that out.
Mhm.
So you are a Pilates instructor. How long have you been doing that for?
2 years.
2 years. And besides the money, do you like it?
I do really love it. Yeah, connecting with my clients has always been like such a joy for me,
Oh, I love that. Helping people transform their bodies.
for sure.
That's awesome. Have you tried another like 9 to 5, like to make more money?
No, I haven't.
Okay. I was curious, like, why sales? It's pretty hard. And I was just
Mhm.
curious, like, what specifically about sales, like, are you interested in?
Yeah, I feel like I've built up a bit of like a communication skill through connecting with my clients, and I think I'd be able to transfer that over to the sales world pretty well.
Okay. Okay. And you're not afraid of hard work.
No, not at all.
Okay, good. So tell me more about like why you want to join like She Sells Academy. Like why do you want this community around you?
Yeah, I really love all women's spaces. I mean, I've pretty much been in all women's spaces since I was little. So anything that isn't that, I'm like, okay, well, let's find something else. But yeah, I just love the energy from at least the outside, and yeah, it definitely seems like something I'd want to be a part of.
Okay. Yes, we have so much energy. We have like over 8,200 women in the community. So you'll be surrounded by beautiful women that are just like-minded and working towards the same goal. So,
Awesome.
I was curious, like you've been doing Pilates instructing for over 2 years now, and you've been getting supported by your boyfriend, and you have this desire to, support yourself long term. But I was curious, like, what was the shift? Like, why are you looking for this now?
hmm I think because I've been with my boyfriend for a few years now, and we're just kind of like thinking down the line a little bit of like house, family planning, all those things. And adult life gets expensive, and like if I ever need, I don't want to be in a position where like I don't know, I can't do something for my future kids or can't do something for myself because I'm like solely relying on my boyfriend.
Okay, yeah, I could see that, and that's very smart of you to start thinking like that for your family. How does that feel when you don't feel so independent from your boyfriend and like you're like adding to the unit, you know? Like how's that?
Yeah, makes me feel a little bit stuck sometimes, honestly. Um, Granted, I haven't been in this position for too long. But at least just watching some of the other women in my life, I think it's important to just have something for your own.
Yeah. I was curious, what do you mean when you say you haven't been in this position for a very long time?
Or I guess haven't been like really struggling with it for a really long time. I think I've been thinking about this for maybe 3 or 4 months.
Okay, okay. That's a long time. 3 or 4 months is
Okay.
well, that's great. Has it like it's really put a fire under your butt to make a change like this, last 3 to 4 months?
Yeah, it has.
Okay, great. I was curious, like, say you got into high ticket sales and you grinded it out. You did everything that you had to do as fast as you could, and everything worked out. Walk me through the like next 6 months,
hmm
like morning to night. What would your day look like?
Yeah, I love having my slow mornings, doing my workout class, maybe working with a few clients of mine still, doing, I don't know, like 6 or so sales calls a day, and hopefully bringing in around 15 to 20K a month is like my main goal.
Wow. Is that working 5 days a week, 6 calls? Or
Yeah, 5 days a week.
okay, so you want to go full time.
Yeah.
That's so great. How does that make you feel when you have those slow mornings and you're able to still do Pilates and take 6 calls and make that 15 to 20K per month?
Yeah, I think I would just feel really fulfilled in my days.
Yay. And right now you're not feeling so fulfilled?
I think it's fine. Like I like my part-time schedule, but I'm usually like I like to have full days, in something in that I'm passionate about. So yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Okay. And you could even probably find like a Pilates offer or like a fitness
Yeah.
offer. So that could even like really make you fulfilled, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, what would that 15 to 20K do for you? I know you mentioned it would make you feel fulfilled, but was there like something else?
hmm I think just being able to have like a good chunk of money after my expenses each month would just provide me a lot of safety, security.
Yeah, safety and security is important. Like I know you mentioned earlier that you want to possibly build a family with your boyfriend and your future thinking. Like, what is your overall long-term goals, not including money?
hmm Long term, I just want to be able to like provide freedom for myself and my family. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing.
I love that. Freedom of choice, freedom,
Mhm.
just some breathing room too, right?
Yeah, 100%.
I was curious, like, I know you mentioned you've been a Pilates instructor for the last 2 years. Have you tried to address this before? Like, make extra money or get more freedom?
No, not really.
Okay. Okay. And on a scale of like 1 to 10, like, how urgent of an issue is this to solve to get that safety, security, and freedom?
I would say like a 10.
Wow, that's high. Why not like a 8 or like a 7, 8?
I've been thinking about it for some time, and usually if I have a goal in mind, I'll try to squash it if I can.
Okay, so you sound very driven.
I try to be.
Okay, awesome. So I know you mentioned your boyfriend has been supporting you a little bit, over a little bit, and I was wondering, is anyone needing to be on the call with you for like mental support or financial support?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, so you'll be able to make the decision on your own when you want that. Is that correct?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Okay, and does he know that you're on the call today?
He does.
Oh, is he supportive?
He's really supportive. He always wants me to do something that I'm like confident doing.
Okay, beautiful. I love that. Sounds like you guys have a really strong bond.
Hmm.
And my last question is, are you able to commit to like 3 to 4 hours to learn this new skill to make that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay, perfect. So from my understanding, you are 23, Pilates instructor for the last 2 years, working part-time. You're just you're looking towards the future and you're hoping to make that 15 to 20K so you can get more freedom, safety, and security. And you believe that She Sells could possibly get you there. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Well, I don't have any more questions on my end. I can walk you through the whole process, A to Z, on how to make those 15 to 20K per month, but it's up to you. Like, where should we go from here?
Yeah, I'd love to learn more.
Okay, perfect. Can you see my screen?
I can.
Okay, perfect. So before I show you, I just always like to let you know that She Sales is the #1 sales coaching and placement software. And we're not just some sales video course. This is a global sales movement and lifestyle upgrade. It's an opportunity to get in a massive vehicle, to learn a high income skill of sales and to change your life and to be surrounded by other like-minded women moving towards the same goal. We just literally wrapped up a 3-day in-person company mastermind in Miami with Shelby in January with over 400 women, and it was life-changing. She had the best speakers, and it was great to meet her in person. You thought she had energy online? Wow, wait till you meet her in person. It was great. We also have micro meetups coordinated by regional managers. So you can see on the screen, we have some that were coordinated in Nashville, Arizona, Australia, Miami, California. And so we're all around the world. Um, Remind me, where are you calling from?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Oh, LA. We just had a San Diego meetup last month. So,
Oh, cool.
yes, LA is near San Diego, right? A little
Yeah,
bit.
it's just like a couple hours away.
Okay, cool. I will add you to the LA group chat so you can be, connected with the other like-minded women, okay?
Okay, cool.
Okay. So the community is a huge part of what makes She Sells so amazing. And it all started with Shelby. And I believe you said you've been following her for a few months now. And I was wondering really quick, like what specifically about her made you feel like you wanted her to be your mentor?
Just really love that she's so young and is already so successful. It's very inspiring.
Yes, it is so inspiring. And for me, it was like seeing those car interviews with her students, her past students. One girl was working like 3 days a week making 30K a month, and she was like 24. And I was like, dude, if she could
Hmm.
do it, I could do it. And so I jumped in and it's changed my life. So, and I'm sure you've seen a lot about Shelby. So she went from three minimum wage jobs in college to becoming, one of the nation's leading saleswomen in just 4 years, making over $10 million. And she saw an opportunity for women to change their life. So she created She Sales Academy. And before I explain what remote work is, I was wondering, what do you know already?
I just know I'd be taking sales calls for high ticket businesses.
That is right. So you'll be working via Zoom, 45-minute call, helping niche creators sign people up who actually want to be on their offers. So no cold calls, it's all warm leads. And yeah, you can work for niche creators like Pilates, fitness, entrepreneurship, even sales academies like this. So this has really changed my life. I went from working two restaurant jobs to now I'm on track to make $36,000. And I was making $3,000 in the restaurant. So
Wow.
it's been life changing. And we usually recommend when you're trying to learn something, you join a program that gives you every tool to be successful. And that's why I love our roadmap. So this is a roadmap. We don't just release you to the wolves and have you watch some sales videos and help you make that, 15 to 20K per month. We're a full-blown academy, 12 weeks, and Shelby's main objective is to make sure that you feel confident every step of the way. So she's built a training program that breaks down each section into 3 tiers. And after each tier, you have a pass or redo exam so you feel confident each step of the way. And then after the tiers and calls, you'll practice selling a full sales call, mock call, with a She Sales coach so you can become certified and start making that 15 to 20K per month. And this is obviously our bread and butter, and it's the clearest path to becoming a high level remote closer. And obviously, this is going to be a large investment of your time, money, and energy. It just is, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And so our program is packed with, value that reflects that. So we have actual video modules that you can learn at your own pace and from Shelby and take notes. She always says that you could either pay with experience or time or money, basically. And so now you have top 5 years of 1% sales experience at your fingertips. And she has 2 live calls each week at Mondays at 8 p.m. or Tuesdays at 5 p.m. What works best for you?
I would say Mondays would be perfect.
Okay, I'll write that down and we'll get you added to that. Mondays at 8 p.m. And Shelby's hired a full coaching staff of top closers, so you feel supported along the way. The only thing we ask of you is to be full of energy, prepped with your questions. Can you do that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. And then, like I mentioned earlier, we have an all women community with meetups so you can connect with other women. We actually have a meetup in San Diego in 2 months. Do you think if you had the information, you could possibly join?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yes, so you can meet Shelby in person.
Cool.
We'd love to see you there. So we have AI and live role plays so you can practice hands-on and feel prepared every step of the way. This is not some ChatGPT BS. Shelby has, partnered with Udemy, an AI software that Fortune 500 companies like Google and Indeed use for their clients. And our AI customers are way harder than the real clients, so you feel prepped and ready to take real sales calls. So this is what our Udemy system looks like. I've used it so many times. And it grades you on your criteria and saves and transcribes the whole conversation. It tells you where you did great and where you can improve. It told me that I use a lot of filler words, so I've gotten better over the years. And you actually have unlimited access to this, so you can get as good as you want and do it as many times. So that's a really plus. We have graduate testing, so you actually have peace of mind every step of the way that you can start selling on a real offer. You'll be selling a mock call offer to She Sells coaches. And if this scares you, it should, because you haven't gone through any of the training. But women who are on tier 3 are begging to take this. The only thing we ask of you is to be prepped and ready. So, because our coaches' time is valuable. Do you think you could be prepared?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, perfect. And then we have a certification and graduate software. What this is going to do for you, the certification is open so many doors in the sales industry. And the graduate software will put you is an amazing tool so you can land your dream offer. So, do you have any questions or like which feature lights you up the most?
No questions. I think I really like the AI role plays and the grad software.
Yes. Like I mentioned, the AI robot role plays were really helpful for me. And the graduate software, actually, I was able to land two offers at the same time once I graduated and start like, honing in my skill and honing in my bank account. So it really, really helped me out too.
I love that.
Yes. And I know this seems like a lot on the back end. And Shelby's team has spent literally hundreds of thousands of dollars and works around the clock to make this the most direct path for success for you. And we produce the best remote closers, period. And obviously, I'm not Shelby, but this program is her baby. And she wrote a letter to any woman we potentially let into the community. She says, "You are my mission, and my promise is to train you to become the best saleswoman in the world, provide you with job opportunities that will change your life, and build an amazing community of women who support each other to reach their goals every step of the way. I know exactly what these high ticket offers and coaches are looking for, and I'm going to train you to be exactly what they're looking for and teach you exactly what to say to them." And Shelby is very specific on who she allows into her community. Our community is filled with women who are motivated, driven, supportive, and just ready to make that change. So before I show you any packages, do you feel like you resonate with any of those qualities?
I do, yeah. I think it'd be nice to be around like-minded women.
Yes. And you've been in female communities your whole life since you were young. So I think that you're just going to be a natural addition to the team, you know?
Cool.
I,
Yeah.
well, cool. This was heartfelt and, cute and all, but are you ready to see the best part of the program and why it's an absolute no-brainer?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. So this is the graduate software we mentioned, and Shelby's network is huge in the remote high ticket space. With everyone knowing her as the sales girl, they want her certified closers on their deals. And so she's built a proprietary software that gives all her graduate students access to the highest paying offers all in one place. Let me show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. And what this is going to do for you is so you don't have to scroll through thousands of creators on Instagram, spend lots of hours, with people who might not even have a high ticket offer. This will be a full database so you can filter by niche, follow count, and so on. And this graduate software puts you in 100% control of your hiring process and allows you to have the job that you desire. And so before I keep going, specifically about the process, how are you feeling about it all?
I'm feeling really good so far, just kind of like wondering how much it is.
Yes, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but I was curious, like on a scale of 1 to 10, specifically about the process, like how eager are you to sign up right now?
But the process itself, like, I mean, 10, just, the price is a thing.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad that you said a 10. That's so exciting. And like you mentioned, I'm sure you're wondering, like, oh my goodness, like, how much does this cost? It's probably 10K or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we do have different packages depending on what you are wanting to get out of it. Jaden, on the left side of the screen, you'll see our She Sales Remote package. Signing up on the website or the DMs would be $2,997. If you're wanting to go a step further and get access to that graduate software and go a step further, it would be $5,997. And we've been doing this for a while, and we generally have the best training and placement platform, along with the #1 female community and the best support from our coaches. And so we're in high demand. And so this is a great time to join. But Shelby likes to reward those women who are absolute go-getters and have a deep sense of motivation. And so I bring this up because you ping me as that type of girl, you're trying to change your future and, add more support to your family and, change your life. And I love that. And in order for Shelby to get women like you into the program, she actually wants to reward you. And so we are actually allowed to offer a discount on the call. Onboarding would be easier for both of us this way. And so today I can offer $500 off of each package. And I know you mentioned the AI and the graduate software is important to you. So I can get you onboarded today and immediately started in tier 1 on the path to making those 15 to 20K per month, so you can get that time freedom and safety right now for just $5,497.
Okay, I think I'll just like take the weekend and then I can get back to you on Monday.
Take the weekend and get back.
Yeah.
Okay. um Let me ask you this, Jaden. This is something like you really want to do though, right?
Yeah.
And you believe can get you to that 15 to 20K per month?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And what specifically about the program that I just showed you do you think can get you there?
Definitely the grad software. I think that would be a huge help.
Okay. Yeah. Like I mentioned, it helped me a lot. And I was curious, like, if this is something you really want to do and you believe can get you to that 15 to 20K per month, and you think it's the graduate software that can get you there. Like, I'm curious, like, what's causing you a little bit of hesitancy?
I think it's just a little bit more expensive than I was expecting.
Yeah. And this is a big investment into yourself, into your future life. It just is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so let me ask you this, besides the financial aspect, is there anything else causing you a little bit of hesitancy?
No, not at all.
Okay. So you're past the point of if I should join, and you're at the point of how do I make this work?
Right.
Okay. So a lot of our clients like to, pay. There's two routes. A lot of our clients like to pay in full and, get it out of the way so they can go full blown into the academy and not have any worries. Or
Mhm.
we can make something work for you. We don't have payment plans initially, but we can always make something work for you. And I was curious, like, which path sounds best for you or personal?
Um, I mean, I think either would be fine. It's just like the entire amount of like 54.97 is just like a bit expensive in my opinion.
Yeah, and this is going to be an investment into yourself and your future. And, um, you know, it just is, right?
Hmm.
So what's causing you a little bit of hesitancy about the price?
Like I said, just like it's really not what I was expecting.
Okay. So you were expecting something cheaper?
Yeah.
Okay. So our value reflects that. And if you were looking for something cheaper, we're probably not the one for that. And I totally hear you. And let me ask you this. Is it like, um, do you ping me as someone that had like, you know, spends some money on their, Pilates outfit. Is that right?
Sure, yeah, sometimes.
Okay. And you really find the value in that. And it's similar to this, there's value in this, and it's really gonna allow you to move forward, making those 15 to 20K per month, and find that security and safety, and get you out of that part-time Pilates work. And so I just want to ask you, like, are you ready to make that change so you can, build that family support in the future for yourself and your family?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, perfect. I'll send you over the booking link right now, and do me a favor, fill it out, and I'll onboard you into Mondays at 8 p.m., okay?
Okay, sounds good. Okay, beautiful. We can stop here. All right, girl. I thought that was really good. I think you have a lot of really, really strong points. Just I want to hear from you. How do you feel after doing the whole thing?
At the end, I just messed up, but
That's
um,
okay. It's really not a problem. I don't want it to be something that's like making you upset by any means. I'll go through, I guess, feedback top to bottom, and then we'll just talk about next steps. But honestly, to get out of the way, you passed, so you're fine.
okay, good.
Yeah. So right off the top, I think you have a really great presence on sales calls, like very engaged with prospect, and you can tell that you really want to enjoy the conversation that you're having with them, which I think is really beautiful. For discovery, I think questions were really nice. I really didn't have any direct feedback. I think always good to listen to small details here and there. I think there was one maybe that I mentioned. I think it was that I did Pilates for 2 years in an elevator pitch. And then I think we had a question after that, like, how long have you been doing this for? And it's like, oh, well, 2 years. So just always good to take note of those tiny details. I didn't have any really like notes. I just had one question that helps me quite a bit in discovery. So after asking, like towards the end in discovery, have you tried anything beforehand to fix this? And at that point, we already knew like she's been doing Pilates for 2 years, like thinking about it for maybe what 3 or 4 months, whatever. It's like, well, have you tried anything to like handle this before if you've been thinking about it for so long? A great follow-up question is if no, what slowed you down from doing this sooner? Because that question in particular can bring up a lot, and that's where, in my opinion, we're pre-handling most objections. Because if they've thought about it before, but maybe didn't have the money for it, or they didn't have time to do it, or maybe they were scared, like that's when you can really handle mindset stuff in there. So just good to take note of. Let's see, pitch was all good. Going into objections, yeah, we're looping, and then we're getting an objection that is it's more expensive than I was expecting, which that by the end pretty much means like we need to
Value.
maybe build a little bit of value, or there's fear behind it. We just need to ask maybe a couple more questions to get some clarity. Okay, more expensive than you're expecting. You could really ask like, well, what were you expecting, first of all? And then second, have you invested into anything like this before into yourself that was kind of around this price? If yes, it could be, I don't know, Pilates certification. I know that one's around maybe 5 or 6K. So instead of maybe like labeling it as the like you pick me as someone who buys this, ask them what they've bought. That's around that price. I think that's just a much better way to go about it. And that way it's like, okay, you paid for that Pilates certification that was around, say, 6K. Why did you go with that one instead of someone cheaper? Because I'm sure there's plenty that are cheaper than that. Okay, you wanted better quality, you like the instructors, it got you the job that you wanted, etc. Same thing with this, right? You kind of get what you pay for. And then you can go into that analogy like if price is your main thing right now, probably not the ones for you. But if you're wanting to actually achieve those 15 to 20K months in a realistic time frame and have the community to back you, I kind of think you know what you need to do. If the answer is no, they haven't invested into themselves, then that's when it's like, okay, we understand that this is probably fear-based instead. So wouldn't you agree that, to have things that we've never had before, we have to do things that we've never done before, right? Yeah, I know. It can be a little scary sometimes. Change is honestly never meant to be comfortable. We have to push past those boundaries to get to that next threshold. So do you feel like you're at a point in your life where you're actually ready for that? Okay, yeah, it sounds like you are. I agree. It just kind of takes a bit of a perspective shift here and there. But say I have your Remote Plus package up. Do you want me to add anything before we move forward? No? Okay, let's go. Um, so a couple ways to go about it. Um, but yeah, I wanted to get you out of the payment plan pocket. I was like, no, let's go ahead and handle something. So yeah, I know payment plans can feel like an easy default, but I want you to get as much money on call as you possibly can.
Okay.
But yeah, any questions on that feedback? Comments?
Um, I'll get this recording though, right?
You will.
Okay. So I'll just rewatch it and see what objections I need to work better on.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, next steps are going to look like you'll get an email in about a day or so with access to grad software, 30-day grad playbook. Highly recommend diving into playbook. There's a lot of good info in there. In Heartbeat, you'll have the grad tier open up. In that, you'll see the job board tab. So when you're reaching out to jobs, I highly recommend to prioritize applications on job board first throughout your day. Reason being, those are applications and offers that are looking for closers ASAP. I would apply for anything 7 days and newer. And then in the same day, going to grad portal and reaching out to around like 20 to 30 creators a day.
So go to job board
Yeah, it's going to be in Heartbeat.
and anything 7 days or newer, apply to all of them.
Correct.
And then grad software.
Yep.
And you said 10 to 30?
20 to 30.
Oh, 20 to 30 a day.
Yeah.
And these are all different looms, right? For all the job board and grad software? Or the grad board has.
So it just depends on the application. For most of the ones on the job board, you would need to have a Loom. If they're like, just give me 2 minutes, a little bit about you and your experience, you can have like a general Loom in your back pocket, but I would say 90% of the time, you're going to be making custom Looms. For grad software, personally, what I did in my outreach, and granted, this was a year ago, but I would just send DMs. Like I wouldn't even do videos here and there. But I know a lot of girls right now are doing like a 30-second video just on their phone camera, still with, professional background, whatever it is, but just putting a face to the message so they can see how you carry yourself.
Okay. And those 30-second videos that some people are doing are like personalized to the creator.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, name's Jessica, just graduated from She Sells. I have X experience in this, and I feel like I could really bring it to your business. I enjoy looking about, whatever content they have. How about let's schedule a call so we can, just finalize some details.
Okay.
Very simple. Yeah.
How long did it take you to find jobs once you
Like
got?
the day after, honestly.
Really?
I think, or what was it, like 1 or 2 days after, I was reaching out to 30 plus a day. And yeah, landed one. I'm still on that fitness offer part-time to this day. Since then, I've also been on a real estate coaching offer, marketing, selling B2B. I was a sales manager for that. Business coaching, members club. I'm on a new fitness offer right now as well. So yeah, I mean, honestly, whenever I've been looking for a job, I've landed one in a week or less.
Okay, and it's all from the job board?
All from at that time we didn't even have the job board actually. So most of those were from grad software, but yeah, since then I've landed quite a few from the job board.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Well,
All
I
right.
appreciate you and thank you for your time.
Yeah, of course. You crushed it. So I think you're going to do really, really well in this space.
Thank you. And will I get this video?
Yeah, you will.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks, Jessica. Have a good one.
Bye.